I've just engaged what's called your reticular activating system, your RAS. This is like a heat-seeking missile.
Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James, the only podcast you need to tune into each week to grow your personal, professional, and financial life. Join entrepreneur, investor, and multi-award-winning international speaker Jessen James as he shows you how to take control of your mind to create the life, income, and career you deserve. Here's your host, Jessen James.
What brings you here today? I want you to write down on a piece of paper right now, what brings you here today and what are your goals for this training? Please write it down right now, okay? I'll give you guys a moment to do that. What brings you here today and what are your goals for this training? Please write it down on a piece of paper now. And just to give you some inspiration, I want you to start thinking about what are the top things, maybe massive, big, massive, chunky things that if you achieved them, they would massively move your business forward. Please write those down. What are the top things that bring you here? What are your goals? What do you want? I'll give you a moment to write it down. And once you've written it down, I'll explain the psychology of why I've asked you to write this down. For those of you who are not writing it down, you're going to be lost for the rest of the training. Just being honest. One thing, for those of you who've not heard me speak before, in fact, give me a 1 in the chat box if you've never heard me speak before. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you've never heard me speak. There we go. It's quite a few of you. All right. Oh boy, you have no idea what you've let yourself in for. I'm kidding. I'm nice, really. But good. Well, look, there's quite a few. It's not as many as I thought. I thought there'd be more, but that's cool. So you guys are going to get to know me a hell of a lot more. But for those of you who do know me, you'll know that I say it how it is, and I'm here to serve you. Sometimes I want for you more than you want for yourself. I will push you. I will stretch you. But that's what a great mentor does. A great mentor doesn't leave you behind. We stretch you, we push you, we help you grow. So please write down what you want to do. Now, give me a 2 in the chat box if you've written down what you want to achieve from this training. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you've written it down. Okay, fantastic. Excellent stuff. Good. So, back to me, team. So the reason I asked you to write it down is very simple. I've just engaged what's called your reticular activating system, your RAS. This is like a heat-seeking missile. When you're focused on looking for something, you end up finding it. For example, if I asked all of you right now to put your pens down, go outside on the street and count how many red cars you can see driving by, when you come back into the room, if I asked you to tell me how many red cars, you'd be able to tell me how many red cars, right? Now, what if I asked you how many blue cars did you see? You probably won't know because you weren't looking for blue cars. You were looking for red cars, okay? Raise your hand at home if this is making sense. Yes? Okay, good. It's a bit like what I've just asked you to do. Writing down what you want to achieve from this training is going to help you focus in on parts of the training that are going to help you grow. Because look, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the stuff I'm sharing with you is going to be relevant for your business, but at different stages. For some of you who are just starting out, some of the more advanced stuff might not be relevant to you right this very minute. But for those of you who are already in business, some of the advanced stuff will be relevant. So we want to make sure that you get the most out of this training. So what we've just done is we've activated your reticular activating system, and we've also created something that I call intentional learning. So now you know specifically what you want to learn whilst you're here. It's like reading a book. Whenever I pick up a book and read a book, sometimes I don't even finish that book. And I tell you why. It's not because it's not a good book, it's because I've got what I want from it. I practice intentional learning. When I pick up a book and I want to learn a particular thing, as soon as I've got that thing, I'll stop reading that book. Yeah? But that's just the way my mind works because I know what I want. So I want every single one of you to know exactly what you want. So once you know what you've got, once you know what you want to achieve, I want you to imagine for a moment you've already achieved it. So slides, please, team. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Slides, yeah, there we go. So for the rest of the training, here's what I want you to do. Those things that you've written down, I want you to act as if you've already achieved them. Act as if you've already achieved them. Now, acting as if isn't fake it till you make it, all right? This is not pretending that you've done it. This is acting as if. Acting as if is you behaving in a way that you've already achieved them. Now, just so to prove to you that it feels great when you act as if you've done something, pick one thing that you've written down on your goals list there. One thing. Just pick one thing. Okay? Raise your hand if you've got one thing already. Okay, good. Now, here's what I want you to do. Close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes. Don't worry, we're on Zoom, so nobody's going to come around and pickpocket you. Right? So close your eyes for a minute. And I want you to imagine for a moment you've achieved that thing that's on that piece of paper. It's done. And for those of you not closing your eyes, I can see you, you know. All right? Some of you are dancing. Good. All right, look. Well, whatever you're thinking about is exciting. That's cool. So close your eyes, and I want you to imagine for a moment you've achieved that thing. Now what I want you to do is notice how it feels. How does it feel to have achieved that thing that you want? How does it feel? My guess is it feels great. My guess is it's making you smile. My guess is you're starting to get a little warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Yes? So, good. Now open your eyes for me. Open your eyes for me. Camera, please. So what we just did there was a preview of your future. You see, the brain can't tell the difference between what's made up and what's not. That's how the brain works. So think about it like this. If you act as if you've already achieved something, you'll vibrate on a different frequency. Your energy will be different. And some of you who don't believe in this stuff, my only wish is that you convert by the time you finish this training. Yeah? I want you to think about it like this. Just so I'm clear, who has just started out in business but hasn't got any customers yet? Give me a 1 in the chat box. If you've just started but you haven't got any customers yet. You're just starting out. Yeah, a few of you. Okay, look, good. Thank you for being honest, by the way. There's no shame in that. You're just starting out, all right? Fantastic, brilliant, okay? So look, here, one of the biggest challenges, yeah, quite a few of you, right, great. One of the biggest challenges you're gonna face when you're trying to make your first sale is a lack of credibility. Yeah, you're going to feel like, well, I've never done it before. I've never sold it before. I've never had a customer. I don't have any testimonials. I don't have any case studies. So how can I possibly sell to this person? And it starts to affect your state. And you're going to learn a lot around selling, because on day 3, we're going to be talking about selling. But you're going to learn a lot about selling is to do with your state and what state you're in when you're selling. Now, if you're already thinking, I've got no credibility, I've never sold this before, it's hard, all that kind of stuff, who would want to pay me? You're losing before you've even gone into that conversation. But what if you act as if you've been doing this for a long time? What if you act as if you've already got customers? What if you act as if you've got a number of testimonials? You know how you just felt a minute ago? What if you were feeling like that before you had a sales conversation? Raise your hand if you feel you'd be more positive if you were feeling like that going to a sales conversation. Look around you, yeah? You see that? And that's the whole point. State affects everything. So if you can act as if you're already doing something, it's going to feel incredible.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.